And welcome back, guys. Melodic Symphony here, and today we're going to be playing a little bit more of that pathway on roommates. So, I noticed we're running a little bit low on energy, and unfortunately, I don't know if I can catch up. I need to do a lot of sleeping, but I also need to do the whole class thing. But, see, I'm not entirely sure what's the point of getting grades up, because I don't think she is interested in grades. I mean, because once you get 100... Oh, no, that's not even grades. That's how much they like you. Maybe the grades isn't like a Easter egg or something. I'm not sure what happens if you do get like a 999 of that. But I'm going to probably have to start doing some of these as naps. Simply because I just don't have as much energy. What a shock. Someone in college doesn't have enough energy to do stuff. So, just to get my energy up, this is what I'm going to do. I don't know what the professor did actually counts as teaching. Oh, I don't think what that professor did counts as teaching, but something. Z. Oh, jeez. Okay, that was fast. It's nice sometimes to relax in the common room with a book. Sally's here reading too. Don't mind me, ladies. Gotta get my stuff out to my van. I'll just be back and forth a couple times. Oh yeah, remember, his voice is a little bit different, isn't it? His voice is actually not what you would expect it to be. It's actually cool. I don't even know if I can replicate it, to be honest. No problem. Sally looks out after him as he goes to the van. I can't help but wonder about it too. So have you ever heard his band? Well, no, not his actual band. Yeah, me neither. Hey, we should see if we can go along. And then she's got that smile. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. I've never had the chance to see a real band practicing before. I don't know if we should intrude, though. Maybe we should just let it go. Where's the fun in that? Come on, put your stuff away and we'll just ask. Max comes out in a few more times while we clean up our things. Okay, that's about it. I'm out, ladies. Make sure Dominic knows not to call the cops if I get home late, okay? Actually, Max, we had an idea. Would you mind if we came along with you? We've never seen a band practicing like this before. We thought it'd be nice. Hey, listen, guys. Hey, listen, the guys are always happy to show off for a beautiful lady, so I'm fine if you two want to show up. Does one of you have a car you can follow in? I don't actually own a car. This town's pretty well laid out for college students. Honestly, I only know a few people who even have cars. I think Dominic has one for going to meetings. I know I don't have a car. Oh crap, that's a problem. I only have enough room in the van for one. We hadn't thought of that. Yeah, that sucks. How will we decide who goes? I don't know. Is naked mud wrestling off the table? And that awkward wink. Stop that, Max. Neither of them are even remotely amused. That's hilarious. What do you think, Anne? I don't know if I want to hurt Sally's feelings by insisting. I mean, I'm pretty interested. Still, I could always back out. So here's my problem with this. Because I'm going for Isabella, one of those. However, that's not Max. Though Max does interact with her quite a bit. I'm not sure. Well... Thing is, I don't want to play this event and then hit an unfortunate thing where it doesn't help me out with Isabel any. So, I mean, the only reason this is such a difficult decision is because these are, like, irreversible. So what I'm going to go ahead and do for now is... I'm going to go ahead and skip the event. Let's let Sally do it. No, it's not worth the trouble it would cause. I kind of felt intrusive about it anyways. Well, you said you said someone needed to tell Dominic that you'd be home late, right? I don't mind hanging out. Really, Anne? That'd be really sweet of you. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, geez, actually, I remembered. I have to pick up Memphis on my way to practice. Crap, I'm sorry, ladies. I can't take either of you. Wait, so if I had clicked... Wait. No, you disrupt the harmony. Nice time reading. What? I think I'll leave it up to you, Anne. I just want to see if it would have done the same exact thing. Oh, that's weird. It would have asked you again. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to do the whole skip the thing. Let's get up to the point where he came in. So he has Memphis, Crab, can't take either of you. Well, I'm curious because if he has someone to take, would it have mattered what choice I made and I would have just used 5 energy for nothing? That's weird. That interests me. I kind of want to go back through it afterwards and see what happens. Max, that's terrible. You got us all excited for nothing. Look, I gotta go, but I'll make it up to you, okay? Max leaves with a wink, and Sally and I give each other exasperated looks. Jerk. I know. Let's go TP his room. Wait, what? I couldn't. Okay, yeah. We teach that jerk a toilet paper-related lesson about messing with the ladies of Latin House, even though I was a little worried about Dominic finding out. When he did, he got the whole house together and we all TP'd the room together. It's so nice when roommates can bond. Oh my. So I think on my own I'll go back through that, and if it's anything interesting I'll edit it somewhere around here. But I don't want to do that too much because it distracts from the story. But if it like, whoa, Dominic's on his soapbox again. Hey bro, can you calm down 1 second? I'm trying to explain that I'll edit that in if it's actually part of the storyline. Okay, bruh? Okay, bruh. This will not stand. Do you hear me? I guess someone's upset Dominic again. I wish that was less common around here. Wonder what happened this time. Poke my head around the corner to see Dominic yelling at Isabella and Rakesh. What is this crap? You all know about the inspection tomorrow for 2 weeks now. Am I just talking to myself at our meetings? To be honest, yeah. I agree that you may be speaking more to yourself than us. Will you two shut up and clean this travesty? Hey, I had things to do tonight. See? I knew it. I knew it. I was going to miss something. But we worked so hard to arrange the room properly. Isabella, your plans are canceled, effective immediately. Rakesh, you'll be damn lucky if I can convince them that all the paint around here is for all the paint around here is for an art class. This is all besides the point. Mouths shut, commence cleaning. Wow, I've never seen Dominic this mad before. He did warn us about the dorm inspection happening early morning tomorrow. Even Max managed to shove all this stuff into his closet. I'm not sure what kept Isabella. I guess I could offer to help them clean, though they'd probably just think I was being a busybody. Maybe I should just stay out of it. Play the event. This one I'm sure. I'm like guaranteed sure. No, I'm just being helpful. Hey, do you need help out in here? They need all the help they can get. Well, I don't mind lending a hand. Looking more closely at what Dominic had been yelling about, it looks like a giant shrine is built in the study nook. All the study books are strewn around, some with candles on them. Set above everything else on a stack of books is a blow-up picture of Dominic. A blown-up picture of Dominic with the dorm rules stapled to it. It's a really elaborate shrine. Test papers are strewn about along colorful streamers and banners. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. Test papers are strewn about along with colorful streamers and banners that say, "Keep your grades up." It's incredibly messy, but must have taken quite a while to do. Do you see this? The mess they've made. Isabella is laughing behind a hand. I have to admit, it's a little funny. Yeah, look, I've got to go over the rest of the place. You guys get this damn room clean. Isabella said he would appreciate it. Oh, Rakesh. I know, right? Who listens to me? Come on, guys, let's get this cleaned up. I don't want the house authority to kick us out or something. With 3 of us here, it's not really the most daunting task. Once all the candles are out, we get everything stripped down. Finally, it's just the 5 garbage bags of things to go out, and the giant stack of all the books. It's probably going to take another hours to get all the books put away in the proper place. Looks like we've just about done it. Just the books in the trash. Rakesh, you take the trash. Isabella, you put the books away. That's fine. That seems fair. Who will you help, Anne? See, like, all these choices I'm doing seem like not all the choices that are relating to Isabel's story, but a good portion of the choices relating to her story I wouldn't do. Like, someone putting away books, I wouldn't help them. I would help someone with the trash, because there's about 5 trash bags. I would help them with that and then come back in and help the person with the books. However, for the sake of Isabel's story, books. That whammy. I'll lend you a hand, Isabella. So I'm left to handle all these bags by myself. Oh, what? A big, strong guy like you can't lift a few bags? I just thought Isabella might need more help. Oh no, it's fine. I shall struggle. Oh. Damn. The sass. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Rakesh grumbles but takes the bags out the door towards the dumpster. Isabella and I sort through the books quietly. I'm just happy to have the chance to reorganize the study area a bit. Hey, thanks for helping out, Anne. I appreciate it. God damn it. Oh, it's no problem, Isabella. I have to admit, it was kind of funny. I don't think I'd ever have thought to do something like that. Well, stick with me, cutie. I'm sure I can. Oh God, I'm sure I can have you doing all kinds of things you never think to do. Oh God, that's ship. I'm not sure if I should like the sound of that. Oh, you definitely should. Isabella winks at me teasingly. I giggle as I continue putting the books away. I'm sure she'd have me pulling all kinds of pranks if she had her way. You know, maybe I'd be the one to set you straight. I think by definition that'd be impossible. Well, hold on, sorry. The foreshadowing. Oh, you never know. I might just have that effect on you. Sometimes you're impossibly cute, you know that? I know she's just teasing, but I can't help but blush anyways. Together we get the rest of the books put away while Isabella playfully bemoans the fact that her monument was torn down. So when she said that's impossible by definition, does that mean that, yes, she is lesbian? Or will she just go for a different ball team? I'm wondering. Good job on the wall. You make the top sometime. Just because that guy who picture was down there, he has that look of a voice to me. Like, I can, for some reason, like, oh, no, another event, Jesus. Glad I'm sleeping so much. I've been waiting for the book sale down at the university store ever since I saw the flyer 2 weeks ago. This is going to be a fantastic sale. I'd be stupid not to take advantage. I even got my extra large reusable shopping bags. Unfortunately, I've been too busy to learn the bus routes yet. Hopefully Dominic will know. Luckily, he's at the dining room table. Hey, do you know which bus goes by the downtown bookstore, Dominic? What, the 27, I think? Why? Yeah, what's up at the bookstore? Oh, Max, I didn't see you there. Big sale today. Great chance to pick up books on the cheap. What? That must be lingo. Sorry. Thanks for the info. I head for the door to hopefully get to the bus stop in time. And wait! And wait, you're going to leave me off with that? Is playing the event going to the bookstore or staying back? What? I don't know. I'm assuming playing the event is with these two. I would wait. Yeah, okay. Oh, yes? Seriously, it's okay. I've got a car. I can take you. It's going to be better than lugging your belongings on a bus. Wait, what would have happened if you just skip it? Oh, no, I would have waited. Anything that's not relating to Isabella, I'm just gonna... Oh, yeah? Seriously, it's okay. I've got a car. I can take you. It's got to be better than lugging your belongings on a bus. Yeah, I've got a van. It's no big deal to take you down. Plenty of room in the back for all the books you can carry. Or you can go with someone who might actually appreciate the books you're looking at. Or you can go take a ride with someone who hasn't named to stick up their ass because they're thinking of introducing it to their parents. Oh, it's really not a big deal. I'm fine with taking the bus, really. And please, we're your friends. Let me give you a ride. It's fine. I agree. Let me give you a ride down. It'll be great. I don't know if they're fighting over me or just fighting each other. Either way, I have to admit it'd be a whole lot easier to deal with the books in the car. Are you sure it's not an inconvenience? Definitely not. Now that I know about the sale, I'm looking forward to it. Okay, I wouldn't lie. It's nice having boys throw themselves at me. I'd feel bad about taking advantage of it, but they seem so insistent. And it really is more convenient. I guess I should go with one of them. But which one? Out of the sheer fact, if I go with Max, I'm not really going to be getting books. I'm going to go with Dominic. But the thing is, his path never intertwines with Isabella's. I'm pretty sure Max does quite a few times. So I'm going to go with Dominic. Well, okay, Dominic, since you insist. Excellent. Let me bring my car around and we'll head out. Max looks a little disappointed, but I think it might be more because he lost to Dominic than anything else. He shrugs and goes back into the kitchen. I wave a goodbye anyway and head out to meet up with Dominic. Oh wow, that's a lot of books. And that's just a small corner. So, what are you looking to buy? Well, obviously, I've got all the books for this quarter, but I'm thinking of getting myself set up for next quarter. Huh, that's interesting. A quarterly-based college? I knew you were a good planner, Anne. That's a really good idea. Like I said, now that I know about the sale, there are some books I'm looking forward to grabbing myself. We chat about the differences in our course loads. Dominic's got a lot of really heavy classes, being on track to his master's degree. Wow, yeah. Once we get to the bookstore, we both go into shopping mode. Dominic's almost as into it as I am. Both of us hunt through the store looking for good deals on good books. Oh, this will be a big help for you next quarter if you have Professor Tillman. Excellent. Oh, is this the book you needed for your abstract algebra? Oh god, abstract algebra is one thing. Perfect. That look on his face too. Perfect. I'm so sorry. Dominic and I make our way towards the crowded store with efficient ease. Oh, we make our way through the crowded store with efficient ease. Now that we know more about each other's curriculum goals, it's easy to be on the lookout for books the other needs. We actually talk very little, except tell each other about a book we found. Before I knew it, we're back in the car on our way home. My 3 bags are full, and Dominic's packed up a bag of his own. Thanks for bringing me, Dominic. It was really efficient. I think we picked the place clean in record time. It was my pleasure, Anne. I think you're definitely going to be set for the coming quarter, and probably the next several quarters at that. Definitely. I had fun, Dominic. Oh yeah, I did too. I'm glad you told me about this, Anne. Well, I have to go do something. We have to... What? Oh, okay, it doesn't even have we or Well, I have to do something like this again sometime. Well, he definitely seemed pleased. Though I think he's more pleased that I'm being such a good student than anything else. Oh well, I've got a ton of new books to go through, and I didn't even break the bank at the sale. Did I lose money? I don't think so. Okay. What if, like, her spending the money at there came out of your money, and it was like 150 bucks? That would suck. Knowledge simulation, 100% complete. Please insert new book. If anyone says that to themselves, I'm sorry, but good on ya. Oh, jeez. If it wasn't so sudden, it wouldn't be that jumpy. Wow, I can't believe it's already Halloween. I've been so busy with classes, I barely had time to even think about Halloween. Isabella told me about this party 2 weeks ago, but I hadn't even thought about it until a couple days ago. Hey, Anne, are you ready yet? Come on, we've got to get there by 8. I can't do it. What? Come on, Anne, what's the problem? I just don't know if I can. How can I? What happened? I didn't get to the costume store until last night. This is all I had left. I can't wear this. Isabella looks at the costume hanging on the hook by my closet and just laughs. Oh, honey, you have to wear that. I mean, you have to. No way, you can't ask me to do that. Come on, how are you going to break out of the shelf you never put yourself out there? Trust me, you want an icebreaker. That costume will break the ice and their brains. Oh my. They see you in that, they'll be putty in your hands. Ugh, I can't. Look, I don't have time to argue with you, hun. You should do it. Meanwhile, I'm going to call Chad and let him know I'm on my way. I'm out in 5 minutes, so don't be late, okay? Oh, okay. Isabella leaves, dialing her cell phone. That A looked like it was a cut-off G for a second there. It was really weird. Diggling. I can't believe I waited until the last minute to pick out an outfit. I don't know if I can stand being seen like this. Isabella's teasing me already, saying I'll have people being putty in my hands. Sheesh. I guess I might look okay in it. I just don't know. No. What? Oh, okay. I'm sick of always being the shrinking violet. It's Halloween. The one night of the year you can be someone you're not. I'm not going to miss this opportunity. Nobody's forcing me to go. Going on my own will is a good step. Of course I say that, but I still get dressed out quickly as possible before I have the time. Oh, okay. Of course I say that, but I still get dressed out quickly as possible before I have time to chicken out. A few rushed moments later, I'm standing in front of the house with Isabella. Oh, that's cute. So cute. Wait, where are her glasses? Doesn't she need glasses? Hey. Oh, that looks exactly as good as I imagined it would. You definitely did that costume justice, girl. Stop. Yours looks way better than mine. I got mine at the last minute. Oh no, hun. Trust me. Tonight, we won't be letting anything to stop us. Between the two of us, I'd be surprised if they don't knock the house down trying to get with us. Oh, good? She looks genuinely terrified. Very good. Now, if only the others would show up, we could get going. That's so cool. As called, I am here. Oh, you dog, you. No, wolf, Isabella. I'm a wolf. It's a saying, Rakesh. Your fur is so luxurious, Rakesh. Where did you get that outfit? I don't think I should say. People look down on scavenging. Yes? Yeah, you probably shouldn't tell us. What about Max? This is his kind of thing, right? Wow, I can't believe you're still in denial, Anne. This is very strange of you, Anne. Very disrespectful. What? What are you talking about? I mean, I know Max only just died Friday in that accident downtown, but you should still know better. Wait, what? What are you, what? I thought I saw him. I mean, he's still alive. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Look, we're all devastated, Anne. There's no excuse for being rude. I'm trying to take you to a party for some fun. We need to get our minds off this tragedy. This is crazy. Max can't be dead. I just saw him on Thursday. I can see this won't be resolved until I help you move past this. Fine. As an undead creature of the night, I know a few things about the dead. Wait, you're what? Hush now, Anne. Thank you, Rakesh. You slaughtered the goat earlier, right? Of course. You what? Karakesh for Ilidium, Margarash, Bardilium, Margadanst, Pargadran. Oh my god. It is done. I hope you're happy with yourself, Anne. Happy with what? How can Max be dead? Well, I suppose he's not technically as dead anymore. What? Isn't that right, Max? Suddenly, I feel an arm around my waist. Brains. I'm sorry. One, that costume's actually really nice. Two, I just can't believe the cheesiness of that entire thing. Ah! Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Ah, Anne, stop. Ah, ah. Everyone is laughing at me as I punch Max in his stomach and stomp on his foot. Stop. Stop, it's fine. I know it's fine. You guys are terrible. I can't believe you. Is everyone else dead too? I'll put them back in the grave they came from. Bring it on. That's so worth it. Oh my god, the cheesiness of this. This is it. Dominic's hanging back to hand out candy if anyone comes by. Sally's gone to hand out pamphlets. Sally's gone to hand out pamphlets on where to compost your pumpkins. Girl knows how to party. Well then, let's get going. I can't believe they tried to play a trick on me like that. They're really starting to freak me out. Guess it's all in good fun. Together we make our way down to the party site. Another house on campus. Is this literally the house mirrored? That'd be great. 10 minutes later, just in time, we're staring at an incredibly well-decorated house. Whoever did the decorations really went all out. Oh yeah, the decorations all around here. The whole place is covered in cobwebs. I can even see some cutouts that look like ghosts in some of the windows. A welcome to you, our most esteemed guests of honor. Oh god, hold on. A welcome to you, our most esteemed guests of honor. I presume you are the inspectors we sent for? Huh? You may call me Butler. We ran the constables to solve the ghastly murder in our quaint dormitory. I thought you were they. No? Well, please come in. I look at the other roomies, who all appear to be just as confused as I am. I don't know why he's talking that way, but he enters through the front door and gestures for us to enter as well. I heard it was a theme party. I didn't know it was going to be like this. Why, I've heard of murder mystery parties. This could be a lot of fun. This way, please. Oh, sorry. This way, please. Do you mind the corpse? Mind the... This isn't decorated at all. Dang it. It's just a mere image. Before Rakesh can finish, we've all entered and are staring at the bloody corpse in the middle of the hall. There are about 10 other people here with us. Some of the others are talking amongst themselves about the body. It's actually really well done. It looks very believable. Poor Mr. Body. He owns this building. well owned. He donated a rather large sum to the college, and apparently on behalf of a student he had a particular fondness for. Actually, it's rather odd, but he had been filling out these cards when he sent me out. They have your names on them. Butler hands everyone in the room a card with their name on it. So that's why we had to RSVP for this thing. I open my card, and inside it just says, "You're Mr. Body's #1 salesperson. You're innocent, but the murderer is out there. At 7, you are refueling your vehicle." Hey, what did you guys get? The others open theirs and peer at them for a moment. Please do not discuss the contents of your letter until the constables arrive. We wouldn't want anyone to tamper with the evidence. While we wait, please avail yourselves of the amenities. There is a kitchen down the hall. The study is that way, and the sitting room is through that door. I expect there may be clues about. I'm sure you'll discover something along the way. So, what's going on? Looks like you're on the case, hot stuff. Time to figure out who murdered this poor sap. Okay, sorry, I was confused. The game is afoot, as it were. It's elementary, my dear Rakesh. Oh, this will be so much fun. Well, I think I know what I'd like to investigate. Down, dead boy. It appears we must solve this dreadful crime. Who doesn't love a good mystery? You're way into this, hun. Oh, you're way too into this, hun. This might be pretty cool. I think I'm gonna go see what I can find in this study. Butler! Oh, sorry. I was getting excited. I love that voice. Butler, is there food in the kitchen? Indubitably. Sorry, I was getting excited at the voice. I shall take that as a yes and go feed myself. Oh, God. Sorry. My bad. Didn't mean to do that. I take that as a yes and go to feed myself. Need to watch out about borders. I'm so unprofessional. I think I'm just going to go get off my feet in the sitting room. You're terrible, Max. I'm going to go search the room for clues. Come find me in the kitchen. I'll make something for both of us. Yes, I'll be along to confer with you all later. While you're making our plans, so is everyone else. Soon enough, the crowd disperses. Only the butler's left. So, Butler, any rules I should know? Well, I shouldn't break character, but everything you need to know is in the building. And I can tell you that I didn't do it. Thanks for letting me know, okay? Oh, thanks for letting me know. Okay, I'll be in character too. What exactly happened, Butler? I'm afraid I don't know much. Feel free to look around the body. Look over the body for clues. I'll answer your questions as you like. Perfect. I'll begin my investigation immediately. No evildoer will escape my trap. The only question now is where to start. Clearly there are 4 rooms to visit. If I include the main room hall here, there are probably clues in each of them. Not to mention my friends. I guess I have to figure out which one to visit first. Ooh, this is a pick your own adventure story. I love it. Oh, God. So, Rakesh was in the kitchen. Oh, main hall had Isabella, I think. Sitting room had Max. Main hall first. Time to investigate the main hall. After all, there's a body here to look into. Oh, jeez. Wrong button. I'm so sorry. I look around the room, just to get my bearings. There are some stairs going up here, though that seems to be out of bounds for the game. A main entrance is here, too. The butler appears to have gone back outside to wait for the police. The body lies before me. Whoever did it did a great job. It almost looks like a real person. A real person who's had the back of their skull caved in. The body is wearing a very nice 3-piece suit that's been treated very roughly. Whoever got to him must have had a fight on their hands. There are holes and tears all over. Well, this man was also quite well-to-do. A gold watch peeks out from under one of his sleeves. I almost don't want to touch the body. The effects are so real. If you need to search for clues here, ma'am, feel free. Thank you, Butler. Well, I guess that's as much of a push as I'm gonna get. I take the look at the watch on his wrist. It's definitely seen better times. The strap's nearly broken off and the face is definitely broken. A little blood has gotten onto it. And the strap and on... Oh, a little blood has gotten onto it. On the strap and on the knob on the side. The watch hands have stopped moving. Stuck pointing at 7 o'clock. I decide to go through the pockets of his jacket as well. After a few moments of riffling around, my hands grasp something. It appears to be a stop payment order on a check. On the reason line, it just says, cut off. There doesn't appear to be anything else of note on his body. Well, Butler, I think it's time you told me what you know. Exactly what happened here.
Very well. Here is the sordid tale. I was here when the master returned from work at 6 in the evening. He was certainly planning on throwing a costume party tonight. All the invitations to you were sent off ages ago. At 6:55, the master noticed that they were dreadfully short of port for the evening. He immediately sent me to require more for the night. Obviously, I don't really know what happened while I was gone. I arrived back from the shops at 7:30. I entered to find the hideous scene you see before you. I called the police, of course, but then they all began arriving and, well, you know where we got from there.
Did you hear any strange noises when you were leaving? Any sign of a struggle? If we assume his watch broke at the time of assault, it wasn't long after you left.
No, I don't recall hearing anything unusual as I left. It was actually very quiet.
And there was nobody here when you got back?
No, I checked all the rooms and nobody was about.
Are there any other entrances or exits?
There is a back entrance, but it was still locked when I checked it.
All right. Well, thank you, Butler. Of course, ma'am.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting back to my voice. Of course, ma'am.
I think that's all I'm going to get out of this place for now. Well, that was certainly a good place to start. Question is, where next? What happens if I pick main hall again? Oh. So I have to be careful. His study would probably be a really good place. Time to visit the study. I think Isabella came in here. I thought she went in. Oh, never mind. One of the classrooms has been converted for the evening. Looks like there are people relaxing all over. Someone even put a few pipes on a coffee table between some of the chairs. Probably haven't even been used, since I'm pretty sure this is a no-smoking building. Isabella is sitting on one of the chairs, idly leafing through a book. I don't know if she's reading it or not, actually. Hey, Isabella. Well, there you are, hon. Finally came to see what I was up to. I've been looking forward to seeing you. So, have you discovered any clues? I may know some things you don't. The real question here is, how are you going to get me to tell them to you? Oh, I have ways of making you talk, Isabella. It's actually pretty fun playing the investigator. I've always loved the femme fatale types in the old crime novellas I read. Wow, I actually couldn't read that straight. That sucks. Isabella, for her part, leans far back in her chair, crossing her legs and steepling her fingers as she looks at me. Nope, same pose. Oh, do tell. I'm all ears. Well, I guess I could, interrogate you? Ho ho, does a little girl want to use a little force to come and get what she wants? I do look like a woman who knows what she wants. Oh, I do like a woman who knows what she wants. Isabella's teasing me again, but it does work well for a character like hers. I can't buckle now. That's right, Isabella. I do know what I want. I walk over to her chair, putting my hands on the armrest and leaning my face close to hers. And what I want is for you to tell me what you know. Everything you know. Isabella smiles a sort of languid smile as she looks into my eyes. Well, since you asked so nice. So what's your story here, Isabella? Well, you know Mr. Body was my boss. We worked together for God's sake. I've been a secretary for 3 years now. Did you have any problems with your boss? Of course not. We got along famously. Everyone knows he was always hanging off me, my every word. And was there anything else going on between you two? I'm sorry, what? What do you mean? Well, come on, Isabella. It's the oldest story in the book, right? Beautiful secretary and the older lecherous boss. So you do think I'm beautiful, eh? That's progress. I try not to blush. She's trying to throw me off the scent, which is proof that something is going on. I decided to try a different tactic. Of course I do, Isabella. You're damn pretty. How long did it take you to have him wrapped around your little finger? Oh, not long at all. Wait, fine. Yeah, we messed around a bit. It was nothing serious. Just a little harmless fun. Ha! I knew it. And did his wife know about this harmless fun? Well, if it's harmless, she wouldn't really need to know about it, would she? I figured. So where were you around 7? Don't remind me. That was before we got here, right? You asked Chad? You asked why Chad didn't come? Well, just have to ask the patrons at my cafe. They'll tell you why he didn't come. We had a huge fight when he told me he had to go bail someone out of jail. He left at 7, and I went home to prepare to come here with you. How far away is the cafe from here? I don't know, about 15 minutes? Okay, one more question. Take a look at this for me. I hand the slip of paper to Isabella. Watching her reaction carefully, she unfurls the paper, looking it over. For a fraction of a second, her face tightens in anger. Then she's all smiles again. Clearly, he didn't want someone to get paid. That looks like his personal account, so I don't know what it could have been for. Did you know his account number as well as his secretary? As a secretary, I ran a few checks for him now and then. I have a good head for numbers, what can I say? Well, thank you for your time, Isabella. No problem, detective. I hope you figure out who did this and bring them to justice. Isabella winks at me and goes back to idly leafing through her book on her comfy chair. Well, there was clearly an affair happening between her and the body, but that's not necessarily evidence that she did it. I'll have to investigate further. As I return to the main hall, I pass by a couple of the other guests in this murder mystery. I hear a quick snippet of their conversation. I hear Bottie's daughter married some worthless mooch who's bled her wallet dry. Once the mooch gets started, it's pretty hard to let go. Well, anyway, that's another room down. Only question now is where to go next. So you keep going. So, okay, I'm gonna get these other two. God, this is gonna be a long video. I'm so sorry, but this is like a murder mystery, guys. I'm so sorry. I think it's time to visit the kitchen. Maybe I can catch up with Rakesh. I wander down the hall into what looks like a little break room. There's a refrigerator and a microwave in here. There's even one of these little electric grills plugged in. I see Rakesh applying peanut butter to some bread slices at the counter next to the refrigerator. Digging around inside the fridge, I see a girl I don't know. Let me know when you find the jelly, Roxanne. Yes, I'm looking. I don't know if they have any. How'd you talk to me into this anyways? Because I make an excellent sandwich. Hey, Rakesh. Ah, Anne, welcome. I will get to more bread. What is a kitchen without snacks, Who's your new friend? This is Roxanne. Apparently she was staying here in the building to sort out some of her affairs. Oh, and what affairs would these be, Miss Roxanne? That unfortunate murder case in the Great Hall is my father. He called me here under some pretense of having something to tell me. It is apparently going to be something about his new lover. Honestly, if you weren't paying my way through college, I wouldn't have listened to anything that old bag had to say. He was quite well-to-do. And how did you fit into his plans? If you don't mind me asking, miss. Hopefully I didn't fit into them at all. He was a terrible person. A womanizer, a philanderer. And still, you took his money to attend school, however. Sorry I butchered that. Have you seen the interest rates on student loans? Oh, sorry.
Have you seen the interest rates on student loans? Sure, I did what I had to, but I hated the man. I hated him to his bones. I won't deny it. I've got nothing to hide. Oops, sorry. Whoa, jeez. Roxanne slams a jar of jelly on the counter next to Rakesh and storms out of the room. Rakesh finishes making the sandwich and hands me one. Well, Rakesh, what's your story? Did you know the man in there? Ah, yes, well, as to my story. I'm not sure if he ever saw me around the office. I was Mr. Body's bodyguard. He did not feel I was necessary when he was at his own office. Still, I saw you a time or two. He was your boss as well, eh? Did you two get along all right? Oh, yes, he was a very strict boss. You didn't like him? Oh, that's not true at all. Well, maybe a little true. I was not fond of him, but one does not need to be fond of one's employer to remain employed. Is that correct? I suppose that's true, but surely you could have found somewhere else to work. Mr. Body was very persuasive. You don't sound like a loyal employee. Perish the thought. At any rate, I did not have anything to do with the terrible crime I heard tonight. That is for certain. So where were you around 7 tonight? What was that? An hour before we got here? I was just finishing up with an art class. I was doing a bit of life modeling. I didn't know you did that. Well, art is a bit of a side passion of mine. We both chuckle at that. Mr. Body said he wouldn't need me tonight, so I took the opportunity. Just one last thing, Rakesh. Can you take a look at this for me? I hand him the slip of paper, watching his reaction. He uncurls the paper, looking it over. He looks worried for a bit. It's one of his personal accounts, not the one he pays me out of, I think. I hope it's not yours, is it? No, not mine. Probably someone else close to him, then. It's definitely a personal account. Okay, well, thank you, Rakesh. Make sure to find me if you think of anything else. Most definitely. Thank you, Anne. I think there was definitely more to Rakesh's relationship with Mr. Body than he was saying. But I'll have to figure it out as I go. As I return to the main hall, I pass by a couple of other guests in this murder mystery. I hear a quick snippet of their conversation. I hear Body's daughter married some worthless mooch who's bled her wallet dry. We haven't heard this. Once mooch gets started, it's pretty hard to go, anything but... Sitting room. Looks just like our common room, but with a nicer TV. It even looks like someone brought in a small bar. Upon closer inspection, looks like it's got all kinds of juices, but no alcohol. Which makes sense, this is a school property after all. I make myself a quick glass of juice and scan the people here. Max is sitting on one of the recliners next to the TV, watching some kind of sports highlight coverage. A few other people are sitting in various other parts of the room, but they all seem to be nattering about nothing. Come to think of it, I haven't really seen all the other people much. Most of them have just come here to discuss things. Looks like a bunch of them have juice glasses. Hello, Max. Hiding out in here, huh? Well, maybe a little. I have my reasons. Well, speaking of reasons, maybe we should talk about your story here. I'm so all over this case, Max. I'm gonna solve it. So out with it. Alright, alright. It's not like I have anything to hide, cutie. Don't you cutie me, you're not gonna distract me. Yeah, look. Mr. Body has 2 daughters. His older daughter, Hillary, married me. Shotgun wedding? What? No. Oh, please. Like you're the marrying type, Max. Hey, I could be. What if I found the right girl? Or 3. Exactly. Anyway, according to my card, I married her, so shut up. Stay in character, Max. You were doing really well. You're really enjoying yourself, aren't you? You're getting into this sleuth stuff, aren't you? Oh yeah, I used to love all these pulp detective novels. Back to you. Why'd you do it? Was it the money? Hey, the money was just a nice perk. I don't think that makes me a bad person. I take it Mr. Body was against it? He wasn't exactly thrilled, but he didn't object. His daughter's a grown woman. She can make her own decisions.
So you didn't get along with Mr. Body? Maybe not at first, but he gave me a job at his company and we've been fine ever since. I'm not his favorite person or anything, but we're not sniping at each other either. Snipping, maybe. I can't remember what that was. So, where were you at 7? Hillary asked me to make nice, so I don't leave the office until then every night. What? Hillary asked me to make nice, so I don't leave the office until then every night. That makes no sense. You can check with anyone in the office. They'll tell you. How are Hillary's finances these days? She's doing fine. Max looks away from me for a moment, watching the television screen. Okay, one last thing, Max. Can you take a look at this for me? I hand him the slip of paper. He looks over for a moment curiously. It's a stop payment for one of his personal accounts. He breaks these out when he's mad sometimes, or when he wants to cut ties with someone. He'll just deny their final check or payment or whatever. He's lucky he was never sued over it, honestly. Do you know who the payment might have been to? Not offhand, no. He didn't keep me that into his business. Alright, I suppose that's enough for now. Thanks for your cooperation, Max. No problem, sleuth. Good luck on this case. It's a tricky one. He winks at me as I leave the room. I swear. Oh, whoa, that's different. I hear a quick snippet of their conversation. Oh yeah, I always see the boss's son-in-law's Ferrari there at 7. I don't dare touch it. He's got the alarm set so sensitive. But it's a nice car. Well, anyway, it's another room down. Only question now is where to next. I'm gonna go ahead and investigate the study again. Talk to Isabella once more. Isabella is still here. Hey, Isabella. Welcome back, Anne. You're not getting anything else out of me, no matter how good you are. Just a recap will be fine. What? This is gonna be exactly the same. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna see if I can find any evidence. Welcome back, man. Hello again, Butler. Can I do something for you? Just give me a... Oh, no. So now I actually do have to... Stop. There we go. Make a decision. Butler, gather the... Oh, sorry. Damn it, I was excited. Butler, gather the people. I think it's time we closed this case. Very well, madam. The butler runs around, gathering up other suspects in this little mystery. Tonight, someone in this room has committed a heinous crime. Someone who thinks they've gotten away with it. Unfortunately for that person, I happen to show up. I've yet to meet a mystery I couldn't solve and a perp I couldn't finger. Isabella snickers behind her hand. I try not to blush. She's really quite terrible. And that's why I've brought you all here before the scene of the crime. Because it's now quite obvious who the killer is. Who? Easy, Rakesh. Oh no! Oh, it actually is one of the friends. Oh no. I don't know. Because Rakesh is a bodyguard. They weren't particularly fond of each other. I mean, Max, I honestly don't know with him. He said they were fine. But there's a lot of hints towards Max. I mean, Isabella had... I don't think Isabella did it. I gulp a little as everyone looks at me expectantly. I catch Max's eye and I get myself ready to speak. This can be an expensive town to live in if you want to live life to the fullest. After all, there are fine cars, fine wine, and fine women if you've got the cash to flash at them. And if you don't have the talent to get that money yourself, what do? Easy. You find a sap and you take it from them. You know what I mean, right, Max? What? Hey, I told you. I know what you told me, lover boy. I also know you're full of it. But Hillary's money couldn't last forever, could it? Not at the rate you were going through it. And Mr. Body, well, he was a smart guy. He wasn't going to support a mooch like you and his family. Of course, he couldn't really figure out what to do. The only other heir he had hated his guts. There was no way she was going to take over his empire without serious cajoling. Of course, you didn't know that. You just knew that his eldest stood to receive a large amount of money in the case of an accidental death. I didn't. You didn't get here at 7. The butler would have heard the fight leading up to the murder. I have no doubt your alibi checks out until almost 7, but you checked out a little early, didn't you? You got here while the butler was away. You found Mr. Body, and knowing that your future would be secure with his death, you struck. You bashed his head in and smashed his watch. And by the blood on the instrument knob on his watch, I can tell you set the time back to 7, so your alibi would check out. Look, it's like I told you, we were just starting to get along. Why would I murder him? He gave me a job at his company. I was finally making some decent money of my own.
I mean, do you have any evidence?
Well, see? Can't believe you tried to screw me for something I didn't even do.
What?
No! Okay, yeah, sorry, that's the beginning of the scene. So it wasn't Max. I'm just gonna go back because this is actually really rather entertaining. I don't believe Isabella did it. Just because that whole secretary killing him thing, it's not really true half the time. I take a last look around the room, drawing a quick breath as I began. Business can get ugly. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. You can never know who you can trust, and that's why you make sure you're the one with the edge. And how do you get that edge? Well, that's up to you. Mr. Body, for instance, chose to get his edge with dirt, blackmail. Isn't that right, Rakesh? After all, it's how he got you to work for him for so long. I don't know what... You didn't get here at 7. The butler would have heard the fight leading up to the murder. I have no doubt your alibi checks out until almost 7. But you checked out a little early, didn't you? You got here while the butler was away. But you were sick of being a toady. So you came in search of Mr. Body's safe. See if you could get out. But he caught you, didn't he? You gave chase and caught up with him here. Smashed his skull when the first thing you could find. And then, for good measure, smashed his watch when you were done. By the blood and adjustment knob on his watch, I can tell you set the time back to 7 so your alibi would check out. No, I'm a man of peace. I would never end another person's life for something so petty. Yes, I was searching the safes. Yes, I wanted out from under him, but I did not kill him. What? Was it Isabella? But it's gonna lose the... But I'm gonna lose just... Fine, I'll read it anyways. I'll read it, and if I have to go back, then I will. I take a deep breath as I pass my gaze across everyone in the room once more. It's a tale old as time itself, really. Successful boss gets himself a pretty secretary. Figures he can string her along and have his fun. And once he's had his fun, he can toss her to the curb like so many others. Isabella's face is darkened as she looks at me, but I can't stop now. Of course, no woman appreciates being tossed to the curb, which is why when she came to what she thought was a party and discovered it was in fact her sugar daddy cutting her off, she snapped. Isn't that right, Isabella? Isabella turns her anger into a seductive glance. You've had your fun, now tell us who really did it. Surely you don't actually think I did it. Sorry, Isabella, but your charms won't work on me. You didn't get here at 7. The butler would have heard the fight leading up to the murder. I have no doubt your alibi checks out until almost 7, but you checked out a little early, didn't you? You got here while the butler was away. You and Buddy had a little talk about your arrangement, but he cut you off. You fought and grabbed the first thing to hand, smashing his head in, and then smashed his watch when you were done. And by the blood on the adjustment knob of his watch, I can tell it was you who set the time back to 7, so your alibi would check out. And you probably staged the fight with Chad to cement your alibi. That final piece of the puzzle? The stop payment request. It was for you, wasn't it? Fine, you got me. He was supposed to set me up for life. It was worth a little fling, or it would have been worth it if he'd come through on his end of the bargain. But apparently, he decided he didn't want me getting my own on the side. That hypocrite. Whatever. I'm sorry he had to die. I didn't intend for it to happen. But no one crosses me here. No one. Well done, Anne. You solved the mystery. After 3 attempts. I really didn't want to think it was Isabella, because that's such a stereotypical ending. The secretary did it. I really didn't think that this would be that simple, but it was. I regret it. What? God damn it. Okay. And I know I've gone back like 4 times. But I wanted to be the hero. I take a long look at Isabella, who looks back at me. After a moment, she winks and blows a kiss. It's not difficult to see. An elaborate party. Bunch of invitations with pre-written messages. A convenient excuse that would seem to put them out of the house at the time of the murder. The murder is clearly the biggest liar here at this party for liars. Besides, everyone knows that in these murder cases, the butler did it. After all, can anyone corroborate where you were when you say you were out for supplies? You probably did leave. Only you did it after killing Mr. Body. What? Well, I never. I didn't do anything. Tell it to the cops, chump. Isabella slides up to me while the others round on the butler, pelting him with questions about why he did it and what the rouse was about. She looks at me for a moment, shaking her head in confusion. When did you figure me out? The stop payment was to you, wasn't it? He crossed me. I'm afraid that's unforgivable. He wasn't nearly as smart as you. Isabella slides an arm around my waist. I think you'll like me when I'm grateful. Put my arm around Isabella's shoulder. You and me, doll. We'll blow this mug's game. Find a nice place. You're so cute when you get into that role. I blush a little, but it feels nice to put a twist in the ending. That was, okay, so that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I thought, like, everyone would humiliate her because she was wrong. The butler finally disengages from the group, accosting him. I'm sorry, Anne, but you've got it all wrong. And unfortunately, that's all the time we have. I want to thank you all for coming out to the Alpha Theta Rho Fraternity's Murder Mystery Evening. If you would like, please feel free to join us for a party at our house, for a party proper at our house. Everyone claps loudly for the butler, who takes a bow. People start heading out the door. The Latin House roomies gather in the lot. I can't believe how fun that was. Did you see me in there? Definitely. Clearly you need to channel some sort of that all the time. What? Clearly you need to channel some of that all the time, man. Oh yeah, you were definitely working it. She wasn't the only one. Well, hey, if you got it, flaunt it. Though I can't believe they made me the other woman for some skeezy old businessman. Well, if the shoe fits. Watch it, jackass. Everyone laughs as Isabella threatens to bite Max, chasing him around the lot. That was a lot of fun, to pretend to be someone else for an evening. I suppose that was what Halloween was all about, yes? I suppose it's very true, Rakesh. Nice work. Well, now that I'm done with pretending to be a sexy office worker, I think it's time to pretend to be a drunken vampire who wants to go get some research material. Hear, hear. Are you really just going to pretend to be drunk? Rakesh. Everyone just stares at Rakesh for a moment before we all head off, laughing, to the frat house. Okay, guys. I'm going to have to end that here. Leave a like, comment, or subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!